they think it's mostly people who have been abused like that themselves.
Yeah.
It's mostly that. That's one of the things that Kevin Spacey's brother has said about Kevin.
What Hollywood tried to hide about Kevin Spacey was once one of Hollywood's brightest stars. Known for his powerful performances in The Usual Suspects and American Beauty, Spacey was a two-time Academy Award winner and the charismatic lead of Netflix's acclaimed series House of Cards. He was admired for his craft, his ability to embody complex characters, and his influence in the industry. But beneath this polished image was a secret that would shake Hollywood to its core, and reveal troubling patterns of abuse and silence. Section 1. The Rise of a Star. Kevin Spacey's career took a dramatic and highly public fall from grace beginning in late 2017, when multiple allegations of sexual misconduct surfaced, initially brought to light by actor Anthony Rapp, who accused Spacey of making an unwanted sexual advance toward him in the 1980s when Rapp was 14. The accusation triggered a cascade of similar claims from others, prompting Netflix to sever ties with Spacey and ultimately remove him from House of Cards, with his character killed off ahead of the final. In the years that followed, Spacey largely disappeared from the public eye, and his once thriving career came to a near halt. Legal proceedings in the US and the UK dominated headlines, with several cases either dismissed, dropped, or resulting in acquittals. Despite these legal outcomes, the damage to his public image and professional reputation was profound. Industry insiders distanced themselves, and projects featuring him were shelved or recast. In recent years, Spacey has made small attempts at a return to the screen, appearing in a handful of independent films, though with limited reach and mixed reception. These comeback efforts have sparked debate over accountability, redemption, and the complexities of separating art from the artist, a conversation increasingly relevant in the broader cultural landscape shaped by the #MeToo. Once celebrated as one of the finest actors of his generation, Kevin Spacey's legacy now stands as a stark reminder of how quickly acclaim can be overshadowed by controversy, and how the entertainment industry continues to grapple with questions of justice, talent, and personal conduct in the public sphere. Section 2. Allegations emerged. The facade began to crumble in October 2017, when actor Anthony Rapp came forward with a shocking allegation that Kevin Spacey had made unwanted sexual advances toward him when Rapp was only 14 years old. Rapp's courageous revelation sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. Spacey's response, posted on social media, sparked further controversy. In the statement, Spacey apologized for what he described as drunken behavior but also took the opportunity to publicly come out as gay. Many critics and observers viewed this as an attempt to deflect attention from the serious nature of the allegations rather than a sincere apology. Following Rapp's disclosure, a growing number of men came forward with their own accusations of sexual misconduct against Spacey. These allegations ranged from harassment to assault, with several involving minors or young adults. The mounting claims painted a troubling picture of repeated abuse and an environment where victims felt silenced or ignored. This opened a wider conversation about power dynamics and accountability in Hollywood. Section 3. Hollywood's slow response. At first, Hollywood's reaction was cautious. Some insiders hesitated to confront the allegations head-on, partly due to Spacey's stature and influence. However, as the stories multiplied and public outrage grew, the industry took decisive action. Netflix quickly cut ties with Spacey, ending his role in House of Cards. Ridley Scott reshot all of Spacey's scenes in All the Money in the World with Christopher Plummer, despite the film being nearly complete. Other projects dropped Spacey quietly or postponed their releases. This marked one of the first major Hollywood reckonings in the #MeToo era, signaling a shift in how the industry deals with allegations against power. Section 4. Legal battles and fallout. The legal consequences for Spacey were significant but complex. Multiple criminal investigations took place in the United States and the United Kingdom. Some cases were dropped due to insufficient evidence or statute of limitations issues, while others ended with settlements outside court. In 2022, Spacey faced a high-profile trial in Massachusetts, accused of sexual assault, but the case was dismissed after the accuser invoked the Fifth Amendment in related civil proceedings. Despite the lack of criminal convictions, Spacey's reputation suffered irreparable damage. His career stalled, endorsements vanished, and he became largely ostracized from mainstream Hollywood. Section 5. Attempts at comeback. In recent years, Kevin Spacey has tried to return to the spotlight, though on a much smaller scale. He posted videos and statements on social media platforms like YouTube, portraying himself as misunderstood and hoping for a second chance. However, many in the industry and the public remain wary, given the severity of the allegations and the cultural shift demanding accountability. Spacey has taken roles in independent films and theater productions but has not returned to major Hollywood projects. The long-term viability of his career remains uncertain. Section 6. The larger impact on Hollywood. The Kevin Spacey scandal exposed deep-rooted systemic issues within Hollywood, revealing a culture of silence that protected powerful men at the expense of vulnerable victims. For years, allegations against Spacey and others have been quietly dismissed or covered up, highlighting the immense barriers survivors face when speaking out. His case became a stark example of how influence and status can shield abusers from accountability for far too long. At the same time, the scandal underscored the crucial role of movements like #MeToo and Time's Up. These movements empowered survivors to break their silence and demanded that the industry reevaluate its priorities, placing survivor support and justice at the forefront. Hollywood's reaction to Spacey's allegations marked a turning point, setting new standards for how studios respond to accusations. Swift action, transparency, and public support for those affected became essential parts of the process. The fallout also forced production companies, networks, and streaming services to reconsider whom they work with, reshaping the entertainment landscape in profound ways. Conclusion. Kevin Spacey's journey, from beloved star to pariah, is a cautionary tale about the complex interplay of power, privilege, and accountability. His downfall exposes not only his personal failings but also Hollywood's ongoing struggle to face uncomfortable truths about misconduct and abuse lurking behind the glass. As the entertainment industry continues to evolve, Spacey's legacy stands as a stark reminder: no amount of talent or fame can protect someone from the consequences of their actions. Whether redemption is possible remains uncertain, and if it is, the path will be long, difficult, and closely scrutinized.